Hey everyone, welcome to Cheryl's Kitchen. And I, obviously, am not Cheryl. I'm her husband, Chuck. I am here because repairs have to be done. And it's not the stove, or this oven this time. It's this one. Your microwave should not turn the fan on when you open the door. So we're going to take care of that problem today.
Caution, this is not meant to be an instructional video. We are not professionals. We are just homeowners attempting to repair our microwave oven. We are not responsible for anyone attempting this repair on their own. We have fun!
Now the first step is getting up to proper height. You want to make sure you unplug the microwave before you proceed with this. Open the door. There'll be 2 Phillips head screws up here that you need to take off. Now this is a Samsung microwave, but most of your microwaves are going to have the same sort of setup. With the 2 screws out, this piece will be slotted. It needs to be slid to the left and removed. The next step, remove this screw so we can remove this whole panel. Screw out, lift up, and pull away. Now in this particular model, the reason why it's running on with the door open is because one of the door switches are faulty. You have 3 on this model. There's one down here, there's one right here, and there's one right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this unit out so we can see all 3 of them. These are Torx bolts, so we'll just back them right out. They're only going into plastic, so they're not on there that tight. That's off. Now you've got to be careful to work it out. You pull apart from the back and pull it out. This exposes all 3 of the switches. Now you can test these with a multimeter, but here's what it comes down to. If it clicks like this, a distinct click, chances are it's good. This one down here, hear the click? Mm-hmm. This one here, no click. This is the one that's bad. And I know it's bad because I've already fixed that one twice. So now to get it out, pull back on the lock and pull the unit right out. Just like that. Now when you're disconnecting the wires, remember what goes where? The white goes on the bottom. Oh, and the top came off too. And this one here, nothing. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to show you why. Now when this first went on us, I repaired it. And I said if it goes again, I'll just order another one. Well, it went again, so I fixed it again, and then I ordered another one. But it's, you can tell, again, it doesn't work. So if you need your microwave before you get the piece, and we will have a link in the description box down below this video for these, easily and gently pull it apart. This is what these switches look like on the inside. Now the bad one's on the left, the good one's on the right. Looking at the good one, this piece of spring steel right here is what keeps the 2 points from touching each other, completing the circuit. Now on the bad side, see how there's much more of an arch to it? That's what kept happening. I pulled that piece of metal out, I would flatten it out, and then I would work it back in until I could get that distinct click. But it does not last if you do it. That's why if your microwave's not running, order a switch. You can play with that piece of metal to get yours working until the switch comes in, because they're not that expensive and it's really not that difficult to replace. The link down below will take you to the Amazon page that has nothing but these switches. Just go out there, match up your number, and you should be good to go. All right, so you're gonna take this with the button forward, place it in, and you want this arm to be held back, and then push it in. All right, sorry for the camera angle, but then you want to put the 2 wires back on. Remember, the white one goes on the bottom, it did in our case, and then the black one will go on the top. Now you want to make sure everything's locked in, so I'm going to flip this over. And as you can see, these are all the holding pins. One right there, one right there, and one right there. That's what prevents the switches from moving. So then I'm just going to take it, put it back behind. Now these have tabs too that will lock into slots over here. I'm putting it behind, making sure they're in the slots, which will line up the screws. We're just gonna put screws in them. Now when the two holes on the panel holding all the door switches line up here, take your Torx, screw, put it back in. Get the other one. At this point, you're pretty much done.
It's a pretty easy fix.
Yes, doesn't take long at all. It's taking us longer because we're filming. Just kind of snug them up. You don't need to be overly tight. Now when we put this back on, remember we took one screw out and then we lifted up. That's because of these tabs right here. So when we put it back in, it goes through, we're gonna end up pushing it down. But there is a wire clamp over here, clip sort of. So I'm pushing the wires into that first. Then I'm sticking the bottom in first, pushing forward, so it's up. And see how it's not lined up, the two holes up here? Can you see that?
Yep.
It is now. And you just take the screw. Screw it back in. And you take this, again, this has tabs on it also. Actually, that one's breaking. It's gonna fit in these 3 slots here. Put it on, push it all the way to the left, in, slide it to the right. All right, now we just gotta put the 2 screws in on the top. And the second one over here. Last step, plug it in. Now, naturally, you're gonna have to reset your microwave once it's ready here. For the time, hitting clock, it is 11:30. Enter. 1 for AM. Still AM. We are set. And
It doesn't run.
just a test. And a cheap plug for our other channel, getgonewithus.com. Don't turn your microwave on without having anything in it. Fans running, table spinning. 2, 1. All right. No noise. And it works. I don't really drink anything hot. So, if you have a microwave that's making noise when you open the door, or weird things happen and have to do with the door, chances are it's one of those 3 switches. Again, you can use a multimeter if you want to. But if it doesn't click, it doesn't work. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. So, from Cheryl's kitchen, until we do another repair video, or her cooking, the end.